presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Frank, this game has taken us all over the world to some absolutely beautiful spots, and this is one of the prettiest I've seen in a long time, the cliffs at Lighthouse Pointe along the eastern coast of Maine.
Yeah, it's always fun when we head up in the northeast area. Golf's been in this area for a long, long time. This golf course hasn't. Rather new design by Brandt and Patel, and it's lengthy, 7,700 yards. You'll get to hit just about every club in the bag, so good test today.
Frank, what a way to start. This is all you want, a par 4 of nearly 500 yards.
And a 90-degree dogleg. There's a bunker in the distance, Rich. That's almost your run-out area.
Just a pleasure to watch, isn't it? A player swinging that well. Just a great pass at the golf ball, 310 yards, and in the fairway.
Second shot. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
It's a pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
You'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just has the feel today. Now at the second hole here at Lighthouse, it's a par 3, 234 yards. Difficult hole, Frank, especially when the wind picks up.
It is, and you can see with that bunker on the right side, that's obviously the bailout area because the problem side is to the left of this green. That's where the cliff starts to run all the way down to the ocean. This is a very difficult par 3, not just because of its length, but because it's exposed to all of Maine's elements.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
Well, how about this start? Birdie to open the round. Frank, I like the mix of holes as we start out here at Lighthouse Pointe. Tough par 4, then a par 3, and now a scoring opportunity with a par 5 at the third.
Scoring opportunity with a good drive. Very thin fairway here, Rich. This hole is built for accuracy, and players off the tee, they're going to have to try and hit this fairway. Long fairway bunker runs almost the entire length of this hole, and it could act actually as a little helper, stop you going down by the cliff, because anything left, obviously, on that cliff line will go all the way down to the ocean.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
It's no snack, though.
Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
They're swinging it well. Certainly hit the ball in the right place there, and good thing too, he's actually putting well.
Excellent looking shot here. Well, it is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards.
Second shot, good look at the green. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. So close.
Well, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
Putt for par. Needs one. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Now at the fifth hole, it's a par 4. Frank, what are we in store for?
Well, it's very easy to get lulled into a false sense of security here, Rich. No fairway bunkers, just sort of think you would blaze away. But really, you've got to find the fairway here. Very small green and well protected by that bunker short and right of this green. So if you miss the fairway, this hole becomes very difficult indeed quite quickly.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. This has really been impressive. High level of golf today, putting on a clinic out there. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Getting set now over the putt. Playing some outstanding golf right now. That's another birdie and 5 under par. Now at the sixth hole, it's a par 3, just under 200 yards. Where's the challenge here, Frank?
Well, you've got to love that bunker on the left side, Rich, especially because it's shaped like a letter L. Got to fly that. Green's not too deep. So really the challenge is trying to flight that ball in amongst the breeze should it kick up.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Really has it going now. Consecutive birdies. Par 4 seventh, only 370 yards. Frank, decision to be made off that tee.
It is. I walked this hole, Rich, to the narrowest point of the fairway. It's 278 yards, and if you want to carry that left side, you're going to have to be strong 300 yards. So really, I don't know if driver's the play. Maybe even 3 wood's too much. You might have to throttle back even further. So the hole might be short. You just might get a little bit of a longer second shot than what the scorecard would normally allow you.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Has to be feeling good right now. Looks good with 2 straight birdies and 7 under on the card. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, that's how you play the game. Right there.
See if you can just make one more. Add to the list.
Moves to -8. We move to the 9th hole, and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard, and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designer's really thrown the boat out, excuse the pun. We are on the coastline here. This whole dog legs to the left, and ideally you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole, but of course everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price.
What a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that? That's a ginormous tee shot.
Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selections being spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Rolling the rock, Frank.
Oh, and yet another birdie, Rich. Beautiful stroke.
Standing over the ball here at the par 5 11th. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Frank, can one small tweak from an instructor lead to a big turnaround?
With the right player, yeah. You just want to hear the right message. It's like anyone in life. You just want to be pointed in the right direction. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Well, it's obvious he is in complete command of his golf ball right now. 10-foot putt left. Knocking down all the shots today now, 13 under. Moving on to the 12th hole now, par 4, 439 yards. Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. That one is going to end up in the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
And he's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
This is for his birdie. I mean, you just don't see this too often. How about 9 birdies on the card today? What a round. Good-looking shot right here. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
hard putt, soft hands, beautiful roll. The round continues at Lighthouse Pointe, and Frank, the 15th hole is a par 4, only 387 yards. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. And getting ready for the putt. Score that a birdie. Time to make a move, the closing stretch here at number 16, par 3, 241 yards. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that.
Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a greenside bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sand wedge. Amazing. I love it with a nice splash out of the bunker. It lands softly and just runs out right next to the hole. Beautiful shot. Not a problem from there, right in the middle. Well, Frank, I love this par 5 17th. Not only is it fun to play, but if you head over the Juniata Crossway Bridge ahead, you can find Brent's Lobster Shack, which is one of the best lobster rolls I have ever had. And you know, they specialize in that up here in Maine. But what a hole. Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot.
It's at sneaky distance. Oh, what a bonus.
Frank, as we arrive here at 18, I'm thinking about what we saw from here up here in New England. You can't get there from here, or can you, at this par 4 finishing hole? That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a line like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And he has it for birdie. Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way. I mean, the opportunities ahead now, chance to win, just they have to be so motivating.